Today afternoon, embattled Minister for Karamoja Affairs, Mary Goreti Kitutu, arrived at the Kololo-based anti-corruption court aboard a prison's pickup. She was led to the court cells right away, where she waited for close to an hour. As the proceedings kicked off, Presiding Chief Magistrate Joan Achiro delivered her ruling in the bail application filed by the minister through her lawyers. She concurred with the defense lawyers that there was no proof that the minister would interfere with the ongoing investigation as raised by the state.
This application is an oral one, which is permissible in magistrates' courts, and the reply to the same is also oral. So for the respondent to be able to make a substantive reply to the same, there are some evidence that can only be adduced in court by way of an affidavit, since in the absence of the same, such submission that includes evidence in the absence of an affidavit remains evidence at bar.
The Chief Magistrate, Joan Achiro, ruled that only one out of the 4 sureties for the minister was substantial enough to enable her to get released on bail. She, however, noted that for one to be granted bail, they must present sureties with proof of financial capacity to pay the bond should the accused person skip the bail. Only one of the sureties passed this requirement, and this was the Mbali City Legislator, Seth Wambede.
I must say, the earnings of MPs is sufficient for one to be considered as a surety, especially in this court. I find that he is the only surety who passes the test of Rule 7, Sub-Rule B of the above rules, and he is the only surety that this court finds substantial.
Other sureties who included Kitutu's husband, George Kitutu, former legislator Simon Mulongo, and Dr. Joe Wandawa didn't meet the requirements and were not considered substantial.
This court finds no merit in all the grounds of objection raised by the prosecution, save for those raised in regard to the sureties not found to be substantial, as they do not meet the requirements of Rule 7B of the rules of this court. Much as this court finds that surety theory is substantial, this court declines to grant the applicant bail.
In response to the ruling, John Musime, one of Kitutu's lawyers, asked for court to allow them bring more sureties. This was not protested by the state, and the presiding magistrate set Friday 14th April for this to take place.
The 2 additional witnesses tomorrow. Sureties, I mean. Tomorrow.
The defense team applied bail for Kitutu's co-accused and relative Michael Namboya Kitutu. They presented 3 sureties in support of the application. However, Senior State Attorney Jonathan Muwaganya objected to the application, presenting several grounds as to why the accused person shouldn't be released on bail. His bail ruling has been fixed for 27th April.
I wish to present an application for bail on behalf of A3 Namboya Michael.
The 2 sureties presented in our opinion do not satisfy the condition of suitability, and we pray that court finds them to be not substantial.
Minister Kitutu faces 2 accounts of loss of public property and 1 count of conspiracy to defraud, according to the charge sheet that was presented before court last week. She is jointly charged with her younger brother, Michael Namboya Kitutu, and Joshua Abaho, the Senior Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Karamoja Affairs in the Office of the Prime Minister. Abaho has up to date not appeared in court, despite court issuing criminal summons. His lawyers told court that he didn't receive the said summons. Besides, he's taking care of his ailing wife. They asked court to allow the accused to appear before the court in the coming days.
Download the app on App Store or Google Play Store now. Vision Digital Experience, the future of media.